As the DA said, we believe that the individuals that were most responsible are the ones that are being held accountable. And again, 67 interviews by our detectives in order to narrow it down to who were the most culpable. We have video of the individuals of Serrato and Ramo that had purchased the alcohol at Cigar World. That video was very good. In fact, they took minors in with them to carry that alcohol out. And I know we've turned that portion of the investigation over to the Department of ABC to look at whether or not there were some violations there. But in terms of what we have discovered, we believe that the three individuals are the ones that should be held accountable.
Okay, so Cigar World at this point, are they still out there paying as far as culpability for ABC?
Well, the individuals that purchased alcohol from Cigar World were of age. Serrato, 28 years of age, Ramo, 24 years of age. What we saw, though, on the video was the fact that we had minors carrying out that alcohol from the establishment, which is why we notified ABC of that. I don't know what they've done, if anything, to that or to that regard, but we did discover that.
The level of cooperation coming to play with your filing the charges, because I remember reading that there were certain people who were not being cooperative, and I know one of those individuals is among this group. For example, if that person had been more cooperative, could he have maybe escaped them being charged? Could he have escaped the charge?
I don't know that came into play. The facts truly spoke for themselves. I believe that when we started this investigation, we started it with a very open mind, but as we progressed, the information we received, we felt perhaps we might be able to get to the level of felony charges. But really the facts speak for themselves, and the district attorney clearly understands what cases are prosecutable and what cases are not. And just by looking at the other cases around the country, I believe that this is the appropriate charge.
And just as a point of clarification, were felonies possible and you just decided that wasn't appropriate, or did the law not allow you to charge felonies in this case?
The hazing charge is a wobbler, meaning it can be charged either as a felony or a misdemeanor.
Also, for clarification purposes, the 28-year-old and the 24-year-old, were they alumni of the fraternity, or were they still in the fraternity?
Mike, do you remember?
Yeah, they were
Past?
They were current students.
Current students.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, current students and part of the Theta Chi fraternity.
That's correct. How did you get Baker into this? Because he didn't purchase the alcohol, but he was the president of the
Yeah, Baker actually, not only the president, but he actually oversaw the activities that were occurring during that night. And if you look at the information, Serrato, Ramo, and Baker authorized, supervised, organized, planned, ran, created the atmosphere of, and agreed to hold the initiation of this drinking event. And based on that information alone, they are the ones that are culpable for what occurred.
Are they still current students?
No, I don't have that.
I do not know if they're currently students or if they've, I think this was about 7 months ago, may or may not be. I could not tell you.
Have they been cited yet, or have they been taken to jail yet? I mean, what's going to be the proper procedure for them?
Well, the charges were filed with the Superior Court today. There'll be arrest warrants. Well, there are arrest warrants, and they'll be arrested and arraigned. The court will set the date for the arraignment to begin the litigation.
Okay. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
give you Mac your stack.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.